Hey everybody, Dave here. Wednesday night, thank goodness. Well, I've been getting everything, all the winter camping gear, kind of breaking it out and made some upgrades to it. And, I decided to make the plunge to get away from just sleeping bags and go with a quilt. We're going to make some upgrades to the way the tent stove operates. That flimsy titanium roll up chimney thing will go the way of the dinosaur. We'll going with more of a solid stainless steel type of a thing, at least the part that fits down inside the stove. We made some other stuff, purchases and stuff like that to try to make when we get out there in the really cold weather a bit more comfortable. So here we are. This area of the country is experiencing a big surge in the COVID stuff, and it's been raining now for 2 days, and it's probably going to rain for a couple more days. And I'm kind of really looking forward to breaking out in some good, clean sunshine. And of course, with it, they say, well, the high heat will come back, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. So, how's everybody doing out there? I know this is kind of a little early, but I'm trying to do a little bit of kind of sneaking past the hackers and the trolls. Not telling them exactly when I'm going to come up and exactly what our plans are. So everybody just when you see me come up and just if you feel like stopping by and saying hello. Otherwise, just watch the video when you get a chance and hit that thumbs up. And it looks like there's about 5 people watching us. Of course, nobody's chimed in yet, which is cool. I've come to understand that if you don't have that certain app, that YouTube app, the YouTube Studio type app, you'll still be able to see this, but you won't be able to interact with us. So you can go ahead and hit that like button and comment when the video ends. So all in all, it hasn't been a bad week, but like I said, I'm really kind of making some changes to the camping gear and trying to make it a bit more comfortable, a little more robust. Just for those that are used to those tents, hot tents with the roll-up type titanium chimneys. You know how when you get a real windy thing and the tent's kind of bobbing back and forth, how it'll lift it literally right out of the hole, and you get a chimney that's 150, 200 degrees, and it pops out the hole, lays across the side of the tent. It can create quite quite a mess. Not to mention, the human instinct is to reach, to grab, and you just grabbed a hold of 150, 200 degrees worth of hot pipe, and you're trying to put it back in there. I usually keep some welding gloves near me when that happens, but still, it's just not a good thing to have happen. And so we're seeing how things went last year, and the things that worked, the things that didn't, the things that were uncomfortable, and made some changes. And I, for one, I've never been really comfortable in being enclosed inside of a sleeping bag. I like to turn around a lot, flip around, sleep on the side. And when you're all zipped up like a mummy, it's hard to do. And but we've got some really nice sleeping bags. I don't have a problem with the type of sleeping bag. It's nice, warm, comfortable. But getting zipped up in it is just, I like to be where I can get up, move around. And these quilts actually can button up and the front of it and kind of leave the back side open if you're so inclined, but you can stick your arms through it. You can even wear it as a poncho, and it allows you to move around a little bit more freely. And when you're in a hot tent, and it's now 11 o'clock at night, and it's 21 degrees outside, and you're wanting to maintain that comfortable 60, 70 or so degrees in there, you need to be able to move around. And I, for one, when I'm out camping, I don't usually sleep straight through. My eyes will just instinctively pop open every 45 minutes to 1 hour, just kind of looking around and everything. And of course, I use a carbon dioxide detector, inside these things, and battery operated. And I have it right near where the sleeping bag is. And I use one of those Coleman cots to keep me up off the ground because I didn't buy the insert for the tent. So this is a good idea. If you're hot tenting, wood stove, keep that handy, and it's worth it. It's kind of like that extra precaution that keeps you, safe and sound and stuff. So, well, let me know if you guys have any big video projects coming on. I imagine those of you in the north part of the United States, maybe Canada and UK, Scotland. I know Australia's in the cold weather right now, but just drop me a line. Let me know when you have some live time things coming on, so I have the opportunity to spend some time with you and send you that support. We got the next video that I do. I will probably break out the Wild West stove for the hot tent, and when that pipe comes in here in a week or so, we're gonna actually fit it up, and I'll stand it up and lean upside of an aluminum ladder like I did last year, and give it a burn in, and we'll break out the little cast iron frying pans, and we'll cook a few things here and there, because it is definitely an acquired skill. It's just trying to cook on inside of a dark tent at 20 degrees outside, and you got a hot stove, and you got to kind of get everything down to a dance, so to speak, because if you lean on the stove, you'll create havoc. You can disconnect the pipes and everything. And these Hope Lux tent stoves, they have these sharp legs on them, and they have what is known as a snow plate, sand plate, but they're pricey. And trying to get a hold of camping gear in this COVID era can be a little bit of a challenge. So what I'm doing is an old cookie sheet. I've drilled 4 holes in it, and we're going to attach the legs to the stove and create a base. And then I'll put 2 bolts on the inside of it. That way it'll, make it where it'll stay sturdy. And you can even put rocks or anything else to add more weight. And plus, that creates biomass that the bricks, rocks in that metal plate will get hot and help throw more heat out into the tent proper. So last year was definitely a learning experience. It's been a long time since I've actually done that kind of camping. The last time I did that, oh my goodness, it's been a good while. We were just thinking about that a little while ago. Here on August 17th, I would have graduated from Marine Corps boot camp, Parris Island. It'll be 40 years. So it's been a good while since we've done any of this cold weather camping. We spent some time Goose Bay, Canada, St. Cloud, Minnesota, then on up to Bodo, Norway, and that was the ultimate in winter camping. There's little teepee type tents, and had the old Optimus stoves. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with that thing. The little pump, and of course they had you sleeping on. They had put pallets down on the ground, and of course once it got wet in there, warm in there, it just get like soggy. Everything was just inundated with water. But you're young. You just do it. You roll with the punches, and you just do your thing, and you just kind of think, well, that's the way it's supposed to be. But here we are, fast forward 40 years, and camping gear has taken on a whole new meaning of fun and sophistication. At the same time, it's you can make it where it's really rustic, just kind of primitive camping, and it's you against the elements. Of course, you don't have to keep relying on dangerous elements. You see a problem, you see something that's weird, cumbersome, just doesn't work right, make some changes. Same way with like a spark arrestor. They're easy to make. Take an old soup can, drill some holes in it, and if your stovepipe is straight up like this, and you're going to get wind and rain, you got to cap it off. So you just leave the cap up on top solid, and drill holes around the bottom. Then take yourself a pipe clamp and fit it over. If you can't find the soup can that'll fit exactly right, cut up 2 soup cans, eat the contents so you don't be wasteful, and then modify it, use some screws, bolts, and you'll have yourself a spark arrestor. And dampers are easy to make too. Make little slots, incisions, and whatnot, and to kind of play with things. And you don't all the time need to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to make things work. It just give a good think to how you want something to perform, and look around what you have, and if you have to go to Lowe's, whatnot, or even the junk pile or in your shed there and see what you have and go from there. And I see we got 7 people in here, which is cool. I'm not sure all of you can see this or not, but we're certainly available on replay. And, I hope everybody is doing well. It's this COVID stuff seems to be grabbing us by the ears and kicking us in the butt every which way. So it's I chose to get both shots. My wife is done in the process of getting. We'll be getting her second shot here in a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, whatnot. Certainly, it's your choice, but I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that I can see those really old years and stuff. And trust me, I wish this stuff was gone too. Because I have a feeling here in Virginia, our governor will probably shut a lot of the public stuff down again, the parks and stuff, because it's getting just that bad. So we'll be reduced to camping in each other's own territory. A friend of mine's got some space up north of here, and of course we could set stuff up here if we had to. But we'll do what we can and enjoy what we can, and hopefully here and not too far distant future we'll be able to scratch this off and move on from here. We've had some family members down in Texas got sick with COVID. Other people here that are affiliated with us on the channel by being subscribers and whatnot, I know y'all have had some tough time. It's good to hear that every one of you have pulled through this. We've had absolutely no deaths related to that. We've had some people pass away where we work at and around us, but nobody that's directly affiliated with us in a close way. So just urge everybody to be as safe as you can. And this is just a really odd time, and I guess that's probably why I've gotten so excited about camping season coming back. Just a way to get away from all this, and it's crazy. I'll be 61 years old in November, and I would have thought that the most challenging times of my life would have been 30, 40, 20 years ago. But here we are being handed this hot ball, at this ripe old time and everything. And again, all we can do is just do the best we can, be safe, be prayerful, mindful, and just make the right, smart decisions and stuff. But here in Virginia, again, like I said, it's raining again. We have had some rain, and I'm sure you folks out west would probably just love to borrow some of my rain, but it's just it comes in these patterns, and it's been raining now for at least 2 days, and I think we have rain for the first part of tomorrow, and then late Thursday it should clear up. Friday should be nice. Saturday we'll be back in the rain with heavy thunderstorms, and then when Sunday rolls around, we're supposed to go right back into the 92, 93, 94 degree type of a thing. But yeah, it is what it is. Garden's doing pretty good. Got grapes coming out of our ears. Tomatoes are doing real well. All the peach trees now have already done what they're going to do, and it's almost time to start pruning them up and getting that ready to go, or go to sleep, I should say. And of course, we got a ton of other work to do. Trying to get the shed all cleaned out and everything, so maybe when the weather breaks, you'll get in there and finish that hatchet project. And I'm hoping here in a day or two, or a few, maybe the weekend, might try to set up that winter tent and have some fun, and definitely when that pipe comes in here, I think August 10th is scheduled to be in, something like that. And it's a stainless steel piece of pipe, and we'll see how that works out, which I think it probably will work out quite well. We have a quote coming in. It's due here on Tuesday, and I believe I bought that from Wise Owl out of Franklin, Tennessee. Done a couple people have used them, and a couple people have reviewed them on TV, and it seems like for $54, that's what it cost. It's a worthwhile investment. last year, like I said, trying to fit me inside of a sleeping bag, then zip it up, and then you realize, oh, look, gosh, the stove is, the fire's getting a little low. I need to unzip, get back out, zip back in, and then the things that come with trying to zip it. Sometimes the zipper would malfunction, so then you'd end up having to keep all your clothes on and lay on top of the sleeping bag. So I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna make that change to the quilt, because I keep hearing everybody say that they thoroughly enjoy the freedom and the mobility that a quilt offers us up. So I see we got like maybe 6 people that are watching us, and we got 6 likes. Thanks for doing that, and thanks for watching. We had some issues today with Google Chrome here and the video. It just would not connect, which those of you that deal with YouTube on a regular basis, you know how people are saying that comments disappear and the video does this and the live feeds do that. And sometimes you can see who's talking to you and who isn't. And the replay sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. And you know how sometimes you wake up in the morning time and you'll have 350 subscribers, and an hour later you got 347, and then half hour after that you're at 352, and it's just like it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So and like I said, this reason why I did this tonight at this weird hour is last Wednesday night at our regularly scheduled time, and I had made that public on YouTube. You can see it on TV everywhere that we were going to be up, and we got ourselves about 3 trolls. So I decided we did a brief talk a couple days ago, and we'll do a little bit one. I'll spend a bit longer with y'all tonight. Not nothing massive, but we're just kind of trying to stay ahead of the game here, and these trolls make life interesting. And I was talking to somebody that's got a really big channel, and she couldn't understand how she could get 498 likes and 117 dislikes. I said, you didn't. That's just trolls doing their thing, just hitting dislike, and they all come, all of them living in mommy's basement, ain't got nothing to do. They're just, trying to make you look bad, but they won't succeed, because those of you that love a channel, enjoy watching a channel, you're going to keep on. So and, that's why whenever, if you've got something going on, big premiere, a live feed, slide a private message to everybody. When you see something you like on, say, my channel, and you hit like, cool, heart, right down there in the comments, hey, live feed Tuesday night at 7:00. Love you to be there. And the next person that you interact with on another channel, hey, thanks, great video, great, enjoyed it very much. By the way, I'll have a live feed Tuesday night, 7:00. Join me, So maybe that's a way of beating these trolls. They won't know, because they're not reading the comments. They're just seeing that, Dave has scheduled a video for Wednesday night at 6:00, and has told 6.2 billion people that he's going to be there, which, you know how that goes. So we'll try to be smarter than they are and whatnot. And like I said, we have had some issues with our technology today and even yesterday. But for those of you that can see me, howdy, hope everybody's doing quite well. And for those of you that will see this after the live stream's over, once it becomes part of this public domain out there, feel free to chime in. And who else is looking forward to that winter camping time and whatnot, fishing and hunting and all that kind of stuff? Still can't find any 209 shot primers for these camp perimeters. Matter of fact, there's not a bullet to be had anywhere, really. You go into Bass Pro, any of the local gun stores, you might be able to find some muzzle loader type stuff, but bullets are just something you can't get a hold of, and for that matter, even guns are kind of scarce. And for those of you that have been trying to say buy a new Ford truck or something like that, well, it's that microchip business, and all the chips are produced in China and everything. And I scratch my head, why we do what we do, why we have a country produce all this stuff for us, and every time that we talk, they're going to be the ones that we're going to fight a future war against. That's like giving the robber your gun and tell him, take what you want, and you expect him to have a good positive result out of that, so it's kind of amusing. But I guess one day we'll learn our lesson. But kind of just boggles my mind when we send everything everywhere else, and we could produce it right here and have good paying jobs, permanent jobs forever, and the kind of a job that you start when you're 17 or 18 years old, and decades later, they call you to the back room and you're now 65 years old, and they hand you your gold watch and your pension, and you've been at Bob's Watch Factory for 45, 50 years. But I guess we've kind of lost that pattern, and it's just, it's just unbelievable. And a friend of mine that ordered a Ford truck, what it was he ordered, I want to say it's one of the Broncos, one of the newer ones. He ordered it in January, and it just got here in July. And of course, it had all these stipulations in the contract. Well, anyway, he kind of threw a little bit of a fit, and Ford ended up having to drop the price of the thing because they did not fulfill the contract agreements somehow or another. Didn't quite understand what had happened. Got to see the agreement. So, and the housing market here in this part of the country is just absolutely crazy. Red hot selling market. And of course, we've got that same problem going on all around us. Not me per se, but evictions, and people, you can't afford to go anywhere. So enough of the weird talk. I guess we'll get back into that camping and stuff. And like I said, I'm almost giddy knowing that we're about 50 some days away, from fall. And normally once we hit that magic fall mark, we start getting the chilly nights, and the days aren't quite too bad. And then once we cross into November, then it starts to tank out pretty good. We start getting that cold weather. Of course, we don't get a lot of snow here right close to the ocean. I mean, we might get every 2-3 years, we might get a good one, but it gets chilly here. Make no bones about it. You can definitely experience some hot tent camping here. It gets windy and whatnot. So, well, so everybody, what's your big plans? What you got going on here? We're about a month away from Labor Day. Hopefully the schools will get back in and whatnot, but I guess we have to wait and see what goes on. As far as camping gear goes, I am, like I said, making all sorts of little tiny adjustments, and got myself a new stoneware coffee percolator. I used it the other day, and that was a unique experience. You don't hear that much, but in this modern era. But looking forward to that, and we'll do some cooking on that black stove, that Wild West titanium, because that's a very interesting cooking. I'm looking forward. We'll probably try something simple, first out here, get our legs back up into cooking on it, grilled cheese sandwich or bacon and eggs or something, of course, quite often when I did go camping and with it, we would do things like soup and stuff like that. But once you get good at this, and those guys out here that have got it down to a state of the art, quite literally. So we'll have some fun and everything like that. And now with this new Osmo Action camera, we can make some serious videos, and it won't be such a kind of looks like you're looking through a smeared lens. It'll be, it'll be neat, and we'll have a little bit of fun and whatnot. So hopefully everybody's doing well and stuff. We're kind of just holding their own and going to work each day and whatnot, and doing this, that, and the other thing. So I'm talking to quite a few people. I think they're about as excited as I am to get back in this camping and everything like that, because a lot of areas, obviously, last year you couldn't go very far. And then when you went to places, you drive up and you'd see the sign that says, sorry, closed. So hopefully things will straighten themselves out. But in the meantime, nothing wrong with camping in your own turf, man. I mean, the military does it. They train on their own turf before they take it on the road. So just head on out there into the edge of your wood line and have at it, man. Set that tent up and enjoy it, and invite maybe a friend or two, and take turns on your turn and his turn or his turf and whatnot, and just have fun. And I've been scrounging up pallets and stuff, and I use the pallets I cut for wood and whatnot. And a friend of ours, her husband passed away some time ago, and they got a big pile of wood in the yard. So we'll probably go over. She said they'd come and get it, so we'll probably go grab that, and so I won't have to go try to find a bunch and get a pack of wood like that. Yeah, you can go to Kroger's for about $5, $4, and get 7 or 8 big logs, or you can drive up and down the road when people chop trees down and get stuff. So all in all, man, everything is coming together. I won't keep you very much longer. I just wanted to tell you what we're up to, and try to get our minds off all this craziness and get our minds up into the stuff that's coming, the good stuff, the fun stuff. And hopefully you're getting your plan together for some camping and everything and whatnot. I mean, who knows, some of you probably already are. Because I know I was talking to some friends of ours up Maine and into Canada and even Australia. I know you guys are in the wintertime. So without any further ado, I will say good night to you guys, and drop a line, man. Let me know. And before I close this off, hit that like button for me. And drop me a line. Tell me how you're doing. Have a great rest of your week, and may the weekend come back soon. Dave out.